I got the right thing. I got the wrong thing. The lady before you leave me lost and I'm lost.
Sup? What up, peasants and serfs? How you doing? Another bang-up kind of day, and it started out kind of boring and didn't think there was going to be too much to do, and suddenly we found some blockbusters. And wouldn't you guess, it's the same stock from last week, Snap. And if you were watching it just a second ago, wow, what a rollover and a hammering. But you guys, moral of the story here, same trade, different day, never really changes. What didn't work on Friday, and again, if you were watching Snap on Friday, we had the up channel at the end of the day. I mean, obviously the stock stayed in an up channel the whole day. If you see what I just drew there, once it bottomed out, yeah, if you sat with it all day and you nailed the 750 calls at the most pristine time frame, you did all right. But it was more or less a boring trade, kind of a waste of time. But what didn't work exceptionally well on Friday worked exceptionally well today. So here it is. This is basically, I came in looking at Snap to see if there would be any follow through. And this time it never broke 750. So it held 750, held 750. I'm immediately interested. Starts to break the VWAP. I didn't buy the first move because I wasn't paying attention. I was more interested in Alibaba this morning and some THC. But I didn't make the first move. Now again, remember, if you would have bought the first VWAP break at 757, your stop was 750. You'd be in. And you'd already been in making some money. And if your stop was 750, you never got stopped out. But I didn't buy it in this. I bought it when it broke the high of the day at 766, and stock went close to $8. Again, on the way there, I'm selling 775, 887. Here, I'm thinking it's going to 8, and then it rolled over. I wound up selling it on the way back down at 787. But then it tried to break down, consolidates, and breaks out. Why not buy it again here at 792? And we made all the way up to 850 this time. So pretty awesome. But more awesome than that trade was trading the options. So if you don't know how to do this, here's your little drop down menu, Snap. Here's your 750 calls. We were in the 8s. Here's your $8 calls. There's the VWAP break at 20 cents. There's the multi-day VWAP at 27 cents. And remember, when I was buying the stock, it was breaking out of that range. So I paid 38 cents for them right here. 38 cents. Sold them at 50, 68, 75, and then on the way back down at 68. So only a 200% trade on the option, and a beautiful trade on Snap with the stock. Pretty much made the whole week already to start the day. But then there was Alibaba, which took a little bit more work. As you see all my red lines, this is all the work we did. And, again, I still think the stock's going to zero. I've been telling people there's a boycott on Chinese stocks for 3 years now. Nobody should own this stuff. They're all going to zero, inevitably. And if they don't, it doesn't matter because all we do is day trade. But when I came in, I heard there was more of a disaster in Alibaba. Suddenly it broke VWAP. Buy it. 63.32. Got you 64 and change. Yeah, we had a little profitable trade in Alibaba in the pre-market. Come around 9:25, we're already getting out because we don't trade near the open. And then the open happened. Whoa. Stock got hammered. Wish I would have shorted it, but I didn't. Wish I would have shorted it there, but I didn't. Wish I would have shorted it here, but I didn't. Wish I would have shorted it here, but I didn't. Then all those levels that they broke down from became my idea on the way up. So you see how it held 58.01, 58.01, 58.01, 58.01? How many times can a stock hold a price till you say to yourself, hey, maybe that's a real bottom? I don't know if it is, but why not buy some? And again, I thought of it, and the next thing you know, I waited way too long, and I missed all of this. By the way, this is 59.20 already right here. So because I missed it here, here, and here, I said, you know what? If it breaks back over the double bottom that it broke here, I got to buy it. So I paid up $59.75 for it. And from $59.75 held to kind of, you had two little jiggles, never broke anywhere, didn't do anything. And then it went to VWAP, which was $60.50. I only had 300 shares. I sold 100 here. And then I waited and waited and waited. And I thought maybe it could get down to the 62 where it broke down from earlier. It got to 61.50. I sold another. And then it got to 61.99. And I sold the other one. And that's what we did with Alibaba. So between Alibaba and Snap, a week's worth of money. Plus I made $240,000 betting against the Yankees. Because if you didn't know, there was no chance in hell they were beating the Astros. And again, you take your emotions out of gambling, just like you take your emotions out of the stock market. I'm a huge Yankees fan. The last thing I wanted to see them do is get swept by the Astros, but I had a pretty good feeling they were going to get swept by the Astros. So I trade what I see, just like I bet. And I didn't obviously bet that much money against the Yankees, but, made some money betting against the Yankees, come in, nice snap trade. We had some winners on the QQQ. We had a winner on Alibaba. A little money on Sega. I'll show you what it did, just to show you why for me, it's not the stock, it's a chart pattern. Here's your 1 minute ass crack multi-day VWAP break. And sometimes these stocks are going to give you a whopping 11 cents. But if it's 11 cents that you got a 90% chance of making, why not buy yourself 3,000 shares right here at 892? 892 got me up to 902. I sold 1,000 shares. I thought I was going to get stopped out on the rest. Didn't break down. My cost average was one stop. Multi-day was the second stop. Never got stopped out. The stock got back to 902. I was very thankful for that. I sold the other 1,000. And then it went to 908. I'm thinking 912, 915, maybe 9.5. And then guess what? It rolls back over. I sold the rest at 902. So I had expectations for it to go higher, but when it doesn't, I just sell it. And that's it. That was the whole day. And this is now basically a week and a half worth of money, depending on what your goals are. My goals are small, $300 a day, times 5, times 6, you made $2,000. Maybe you just sit out for the next 5 or 6 days, or just do this again over and over and over again. So once again, I could care less where the market's going to be tomorrow. I have no idea where it's going to be. I don't care if this market rallies or crashes in the next 3 to 6 months. I don't care if it goes to zero. I don't care if any of these stocks get delisted. I own nothing. Owning nothing makes me the better trader that I am. Owning nothing. No swing trades. Not selling any puts. No call spreads. Nothing. I have 0 positions on except naked calls written against the QQQ, because I'm betting that we're not going to 475 in the next 18 months. That means nothing to anybody, because no one's about to sit here with naked calls for the next 18 months except me. And chances are, if the market does crash and those options go down 50%, I'll get out of those. I am still at 98.7% cash. I don't own any stocks. I don't care if the market goes up or down any given day. I don't know if the market's going to go up or down, nor do I care. I've got a trade that works 95% of the time. That's all I do, and that's all I'm going to continue doing for the rest of my life. Good luck. Have a nice day.